The Construction and Planning Agency made October 8 to provide an update on the status of permanent housing for the victims of Typhoon Morocco. During the meeting, the Kaohsiung Indigenous Reconstruction Alliance issued 6 demands. One of these was to force the withdrawal of all relocation agreements that were signed by locals, who had not been made aware of their rights.
We ask you to withdraw all relocation agreements. We will wait for the safety assessment report. Once questions regarding reconstruction are resolved, we will conduct a review to determine whether we want to sign the agreement. We ask the government to re-examine the matter, to allow the parties involved to go back and rethink their future. Why cannot the government build temporary rather than permanent housing?
The agency did not respond to demands for the agreements to be rescinded. An agency spokesperson said, however, temporary housing can be discussed.
Assembled housing can be considered, but the government would need to propose this.
Locals say they did not have an informed say in their future, even though they have proposed a preferred site for relocation to the Council of Indigenous Peoples. No officials have examined the site. The government seems to have arbitrarily decided on relocation.
The government identified 2 relocation sites in Majia Township, 2 in Kaohsiung, and 1 in Xinhaifeng. None of these is acceptable to residents. Is the land that we propose safe? No one has even examined it.
With regard to reconstruction, locals can first examine the safety report to determine whether the site is acceptable. Then, the second phase, getting locals' approval, can proceed. The current process is ridiculous.
If chosen relocation sites are not acceptable to all, we can discuss other possibilities.
Survivors say relocation is not for the government to decide. They hope that it will take residents' opinions into consideration before making any decisions. TITV Weekly.